Hey guys, welcome back to this next episode. And in this episode we want to implement the reload function for the Revolver. I did change a couple of things, but this is nothing you need to worry about because I have a new character now, and also I updated some animations. So now I have this fire animation. This aim animation is now different. As you can see, now the pistol is looking good. I mean, yes, of course you can make it more like the pitch value, more that she's aiming up and down, but I think this is so you can see from there when you want to hit the enemy, it's fine. And then imagine you walking through or imagine you walking in a corridor or in a small tiny alley. You have this, like, this is enough for my opinion, in my opinion. Alright, so, and also you can see the fire montages are now much more intense. And I even have a fire montage which is even more intense for the Revolver. If you're wondering what kind of anim set I use, it is the Pistol Anim Set Pro. So there's the Pistol Mocap pack, but this one is the Pistol Mocap. No, this one is called Pistol Anim Set Pro. So if you just type it, you're going to find it. And yeah, it's much cleaner, and so the shooting animation is much better in my opinion. It's much more intense. Okay, good. Yeah, so let's implement the bullet function, right? So if I pick up this Revolver here, I can now equip it. You see, I can do something like this. Looks fine. Can also the pitch value is working, and I can like equip the pistol again, as you can see, and then just do all this back and forth. But before we continue, I would like to fix like a tiny. It's not really a bug, but I want to fix it because it's quite annoying. Because when you open up the inventory and you click, you right click, you can see that this button is right like beneath the mouse. So if I just move a tiny pixel here, the button is already gone. So sometimes it's just like, this is really annoying. So we can fix that by going into the inventory slot. I think it was the inventory slot. And before we set our buttons here, right before that, no, actually it's right behind. We have this mouse position. So our owning player has the mouse position. And we can change, actually, so let's give it a little more space. We can change the X location and Y location. What you can do, since we are using our mouse position and set our button according to our mouse position, we can just change it a little bit. So let's do an add, and then just connect this one again to X. You can also multiply it if you want, but I think like I'm just doing simple math here, and then just do 20 plus 20. So now you can see maybe the X location is like from left to right. So now it's changing. Let's see in what direction. Now you can see it's more on the right side, which is exactly the opposite of what we wanted. So what you can do is press or like type in -20, and maybe for the height, so up and down, you can also do the plus. So you need a separate one. Make sure you have two separate plus floats or float values, and let's do also 20, so plus 20, and for the X -20. And then I think we should be good to go. No, it's actually also -20, sorry. So going up is also -20. Yeah, so we subtract the position by -20, which is perfect. You can now maybe even go further with the X location and do, let's do -50, or let's do -60. So it's right in the middle. And maybe this one -25. Now this annoying thing is fixed. We can continue and check our Revolver bullets. So I can pick the Revolver bullets up as well, but I can only inspect them. And I cannot, I can also inspect the pistol. So I did update also the inspection scale, so you might just do this as well. But I cannot shoot, so if I equip the weapon, so it's equipped, so there's nothing going on. And also I cannot reload. So let's just try and get ourselves a reload function first. This shouldn't be that hard because you already have a pistol reload here, F pistol reload. So make sure everything you close here except for the F pistol reload. And then let's see. What I like to do as usual, just copy everything inside this function. And then let's just get a new one called F revolver reload. And then I will just drag it up so it's right beneath the pistol reload. And then I will just Control and V this one. And then let me just see. Okay, so this is pretty weird. Let's do let's drag select this one and make, oh my god, what is this? This, and this, and this. And let's get space. Good. Okay, so this time we have a reload for the revolver. This doesn't make any sense, right? So the item pistol is of course the item revolver because this is what we want to check in our inventory. So this one is inside our inventory as well as the BP item revolver bullets. Okay, so make sure that you have this implemented. If not, you go into your enum E item type. You just created a couple of episodes ago. Okay, so then the next thing, we need to replace all those integers because those integers is the calculation for our pistol bullets. So what we need to do, let's open up our revolver bullets and as well as the pistol bullets so we can see what's going on. So the revolver bullets picked up, this is something we already have. But we also need to have this pistol bullets in magazine. So in this case, this should be a new integer called revolver bullets in magazine. And this one is an integer. We create another variable called revolver bullets for reload. So we can always calculate how many bullets we need in order to have a full revolver. And last but not least, the revolver empty question mark. And this one is, of course, a boolean. Now the revolver, put this here, the revolver for reload, put this here, and this one, put this here. So let's make sure that this one is exactly the same like we have here, and also the right order. And now we can see, yes, it is. So pistol bullets in magazine is going to be revolver bullets in magazine. So look, let's just switch this up. And then pistol bullets for reload will be, in this case, revolver bullets for reload and revolver bullets in magazine right underneath. So we can just get rid of those and just connect them here. After this, we need to set revolver bullets for reload. So this one, set this and just, what is it called? Control drag this one, and also control drag this one, and control drag this one here, and control drag this one here. And then you make sure that everything here is disconnected and you can just switch this one, put it here. Pistol bullets in magazine is now again revolver bullets in magazine. Then you delete this. And be really careful that you're not going to switch anything up. Pistol bullets in magazine is revolver bullets in magazine, and pistol bullets picked up is revolver bullets picked up. Now we can delete those two, make sure that they are in the right order, so this one is on top and the revolver bullets picked up is underneath. Good, now we need to set more integers here. Pistol bullets in magazine is now revolver bullets in magazine, so set this one and control click this, control click this, control click this, and then you can delete the pistol integer and we have this new value here. Then pistol bullets in magazine, just do again pistol bullets, no, it is revolver bullets in magazine. Set this one, control click this, control click this, and control click this. So we can just rebuild this function because it is the same logic and we don't need to use our brain, we only need to read. Pistol bullets picked up is revolver bullets picked up. So again, control click this, control click this, control click this, and control click this. Remove this one, and again you have a new set integer. And the pistol bullets for reload We know for the pistol, our maximum reload we can have when our pistol is empty is 17. Our revolver has 6 rounds. This means the maximum is always for reload 6. So after we did our calculation for reloading, we always make sure that our pistol bullets for reload will be set to its maximum reloadable amount. The pistol is empty, we can now use the revolver is empty and just control drag this and control drag this. And then the revolver is empty when our picked up revolver bullets are smaller or equal 0. So in this case it can only be 0. And then if this is true, we remove not the pistol but the revolver bullets. So now this function is complete. I'm just rechecking here. This is now everything for the revolver reload. Just compile and save. So this is quite easy. You just need to copy this and just switch up all those values and override it to your revolver integers. Okay, so make sure that this one is all the same. This is all the same stuff like we have here. Now we are not done because we need to go into our inventory. In this case, we go into our item menu. And when we go into our item menu, we have this reload function already for our bullets. But this time, from our AC, we want to get the F revolver reload. And you might have guessed it, this is only affecting the revolver bullets. So we can just straighten this. And we have in our pistol this return node. So this is what we also have in our revolver reload. Okay. Now you might remember, this means the cannot reload is only true. So the cannot reload is only true when we know that this item, the revolver or the revolver bullets, are not in our inventory. And at the same time, our revolver bullets in magazine are smaller. In this case, make sure I forgot to update this. In this case, smaller than 6. So our maximum capacity is this value here. Okay, so our revolver bullets in magazine has a maximum of 6. Okay, so you have to decide what kind of weapon you have. So make sure that this one is set to the same value you have here, pistol bullets for reload as well. And just as a matter of fact, this is not pistol bullets for reload, this is revolver bullets for reload. So I just forgot to change this. So let me just do this and set this one to 6. Otherwise we will have a big bug in our reload function. In both reload functions, to be honest. Good, so now this should be fine. And when we go back to our item menu and just compile, then we just delete this, because of course this is not the equip, this is the reload, revolver reload. And now connect this one up. And let's do, this doesn't make any sense. Let's do here. Okay, so we can just copy this branch, because when we know we cannot reload, so when we cannot reload, we just have this error here, just like we have when we cannot reload the pistol bullets. And then again, we set the focus to the inventory, which is here, not the AC, but the inventory blueprint. And make sure this one is like so, this is fine. And then, so this one is connected, and then we can just copy this one, because when we can reload, we can have a success sound. So cannot reload is false, so we actually can reload. Let me just do this maybe like so. And this one, move it up. Now we have space and we can make this one straight as well. And make sure you have the hide and the show inventory also connected from our AC inventory. Now we should be good to go. Let's just test this if it's already working or not. Okay, so the reload might work. This is what I think, because we just copied this whole reloading function. But we cannot shoot because we need a boolean. And this boolean is called, let me see, I don't need this print string. Let me see, where do I have this boolean? Let me just close this inspection. Let me close the, let's leave this. Let's do like so. In the AC, do we have revolver equipped? Yes, we do. This means we need to create another macro, obviously. So when we shoot, we need to check if our pistol is equipped, or if this is false, we need to make sure if this, let's get some space. We need to check also if our revolver is equipped. So let's just click on this macro here, is pistol equipped, Control D, and we call this one is revolver equipped, question mark. And then I want to have this one as well with a question mark. So yeah, move this one up so it's organized. And of course, we change those booleans to revolver equipped. Delete this one. And let's also create another boolean. Let me see, pistol. Let me see, do I have this one here? Yeah, is pistol in inventory. So revolver. Let's create this one as well. Is revolver in inventory. As of right now, we don't really need to use it, inventory. But I just want to make sure that I have this. Yeah, this looks nice. Good. Compile and save. So we can also just replace this is pistol in inventory, is revolver in inventory. Good. Like so. Compile, save. Now we can use this macro, is revolver equipped. So when our pistol is not equipped, we make sure that our revolver is equipped. So yeah, so pistol is equipped. No, it's not. Is the revolver equipped? Yes, it is. And then we can shoot. I'm thinking, should we do another macro for this? I think we should. Yeah, I think we should. And we call this one, before we duplicate this, player can shoot. We call this one, player can shoot pistol. And then just Control D, player can shoot revolver. And just put it here. And then we just replace this one with, what was it? Pistol empty, so revolver empty. Get revolver empty. Good. Compile and save. And then we make sure this one is this one. Player can shoot revolver. If our revolver is not equipped and also our pistol is not equipped, we don't need the false as of right now. But we will just leave this. So I'm thinking the pistol SFX. This is, okay, we are going to switch the sound anyway. So we do also here, we do another macro. Empty pistol SFX, because I want to have also a different sound. So empty revolver SFX. And we just go here and just copy this, except for input and output. We copy everything and just do like so. And the pistol empty is instead, or revolver empty, right? Yeah. And now I realize this one is the this one is not the actual shooting sound. This is the empty sound. Now I realize this. Let me go here. No, this is not the one. This one. Okay. Can't we just use an pistol is empty not? Wait, the next one. I'm thinking, can we just use one macro? So is pistol empty? No, it's not gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Okay. So empty revolver SFX is here, and false and true. We have this bullet waste, which is also counting our pistol bullets. but I will just copy this one as well. Bullet waste. Let's do revolver bullet waste. And this one is pistol bullet waste. So we go here. Then we use this one. And for the fire montage, we also need to change this because I have different shooting animations for the revolver. Shoot pistol, yes. So I have like a more heavy effect for the revolver. So this one is the fire montage. This one. F. Pistol fire montage. Yes, Control D. F. Revolver fire montage. Just drag this one up. And now, revolver. And from there, I have the centered down and up. So, create an animontage. And create this animontage and this one. And then I get all those montages and I will just drag them into the montages folder. Move here. Open up my montages. And now I have this one center heavy. So heavy is center here. And then I have this one is this one is 1, so this one is up. This one heavy up. And this is -1, so this one is heavy down. Okay. Compile and save. And now we can also do, or we should, wait, let me get this one first. So the revolver fire montage and the pistol sphere trace. Of course, we need to change this one as well. So what we do, as you can see right now, we are just copying all our macros and copying those functions. But performance-wise, it's not going to change anything because you can also just do a branch here. So you can also, of course, do all those checks here inside. But I prefer to have this just copied and not making a check, but then have those things, those macros, and those two functions separate. It's better for me to distinguish. It's better for me to see. So I want to have this F pistol sphere trace to click Control D and then do F revolver sphere trace. Remove the 0. So the revolver sphere trace. And now the pistol is not the pistol, but in this case we have this revolver. Get revolver, this one, the blue one. So we know this one is the actor PP, the blueprint, basically. And now we can just get this, it's a skeleton mesh. So the skeleton mesh is like the same we have for our revolver. And do we have barrel in our, oh, did we do that? Let me just see. Check the new weapon you have. Weapons, revolver, mesh, and then the skeleton mesh, or in your case maybe the, yeah, we do. So make sure that you have this one. When you press keyboard and you have this move gizmo here, make sure this X value is the forward vector, so it goes in this forward direction. Okay, so make sure you're doing this. If this is like twisted and you have basically the Y axis as a forward vector, your shooting is not going to work. So you're shooting basically to the left or to the right, and this is going to look pretty weird. Okay, so barrel is fine for me. The forward vector can stay, and yeah. So this is the only thing we are going to change. And then this one is fine as well. And now, later, when we have actual enemies, in this case like zombies, when we implement those later, then you're basically doing this. I think it was break, which is impact point. So you go on impact, you go here on impact point and then cast to your zombie BP, and then you get the data of the zombie, and then you can deal damage. So every time this one is basically touching or impacting the pawn of the zombie, then you cast this one to this impact point, and then you're going to have damage. Okay. But so far, this should be everything, I hope. So let's just use this one and connect this. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And the fire cooldown, we can also have like a different fire cooldown if you want. Yeah, I want to have a different fire cooldown. Let's do here fire cooldown. Pistol fire cooldown and sound effects. Yeah, we need to have this separate anyway. And this one is called Revolver fire cooldown SFX and SFX. And then I have a different sound. You see, if I have it already. And I also increase this one because I want to shoot a little slower. So instead of 0.6, I do the delay of 0.8. So this is like forcing us to shoot not as fast. But of course, this is up to you how you want to have this. Let me just get the revolver sound. Yeah, I want to have this sound as well. And now get me, this one is pistol. Okay, this is the bullet casing sound. Nice. So we still need to change something. But I want to have everything separate because I want to have we need to have different values here. So this is why we have everything copied. But still, we are missing something, and this is the shooting sound for our revolver. So how can we get there? We can only get there when we go to our anim notifies. I renamed this one from NMBP because NMBP is quite stupid to have this name because NMBP could also be like an animation blueprint. So I call this one anim notifies, and then let me just drag this one out because I don't need to have like two folders with the same name. Doesn't make any sense. So we have anim notify folder. And this one is the pistol shoot, okay? I don't want to copy this whole thing because I want to use this one for the revolver as well. But what is this? I want to have a branch here. And this means we still need space. This is not enough. We need to get from our AC inventory we can also do an is valid, but I want to use is pistol equipped. And we also need is revolver equipped. Is pistol equipped. Is the revolver equipped. If this is true, we are going to have a different sound, but let me just clean this up. And get this return mode. So where is it? Sound effects. Yes. I made the sound myself, so of course it's not sounding like when you play like Call of Duty, you have a more realistic sound, of course. But I made this myself, and I just want to have this really like this impact, this high energy, high impact sound. So I don't care. Good. And it's barrel, right? Pistol, skeleton mesh, blah blah blah. Okay, of course this is not going to work. Of course, this is not going to work. We need to do the check before. So get this, cut this one out, get it here. So is the pistol equipped? If it is, play this sound, but don't, no, you're not going to play the sound in advance. You play the sound after this. You play this sound after that. And get this location. If not, If not, use this. And this one at the end. Get Revolver. Just copy this skeletal mesh. Just copy this. It's all the same stuff. Let's copy this one as well, just in case if you want to have different effects later. We might need different effects, so of course we are going to use those. Of course we are going to use those. And what is this? It's not going to work. Location, location, rotation, rotation. And make sure you clean this all up. It's all the same connection. Get me this sound. Get this location. Clean it up. And they both have the same reroute. Now let me clean this one up. If this is false, only in this case, so far, this one is true. What is this? This one is true. So what is this muzzle flash? Let me see. What is this? This is medium. Let me see this. This is for the pistol, which is fine. What is this? Let's get this large one for the revolver. The smoke, let's see the smoke. Do we have more than just this one? The light, put it into the pistol, in my case. And medium, do we have something else? This one is fine. So light here. Good. And bullet casing, we can just leave this one for both. Good. So now we can see we do a check here in our blueprint notify as well. So if our pistol is equipped, we just continue to do this. But we need to make sure that we add this one so we see the revolver. And if this one, so if our pistol is not equipped, we can check our revolver. And if this revolver is, yes, it is equipped, we get our reference to this one, which is also the same socket name. So make sure that you have your sockets according to your weapons and have this on connected, location, rotation for everything, also for the sound, the location. Compile and save. And then we can just test this out, if this is going to work. Good. Now let's check the reload function, if this is going to work. Okay, it is working, I believe. The reason why we're not seeing it is because I forgot something, of course. So, in our AC inventory, just open the AC inventory. When we... let's do the equipped pistol revolver here. I want this here. This one here. This one here. Sorry that I'm just now doing stuff like this. Good. Let's do... Why is this not going to work? What did we do for our pistol? Okay, let me do like so. 0 on 0, revolver, and it's not stackable. So there's something isn't right. So make sure it is like this for both weapons. But something isn't right. Let me see. Okay, there's an integer missing. Well, not really missing, but I think we have the calculation is not really right. Let me get the equipped pistol. Not the equipped pistol. Let me get this pistol reload. So the bullets in magazine is 17 for pistol, and the revolver bullets magazine is 6. So maximum capacity, maximum is 6. If we check our item menu, no, sorry, let's go into the inventory. If you check our update slot, get revolver bullets. This is why. This is why, because we need. This is the. Okay, let me clarify this. Get bullets picked up, and this is this. Sorry, I forgot to rename this. This is weird. Set revolver picked up amount. So this is the. Let's do pistol. Let's do blue for pistol, so we can see what's going on. Also here. So magazine for pistol and the bullets in general we picked up. This is getting projected. But set revolver picked up amount, and the same we need to do for just copy this. We need to do for this one as well. So revolver is here. We are just setting the brush from texture, so we can delete. We need to delete this because we need to calculate this one as well. And we do this calculation here. Texture, make sure this one is connected. It's the item image. Yeah, the item image is this one, and the target is this variable here. Good, so we need another macro because we have this already for our bullets. Get revolver bullets picked up. So this is projected, like this is projected already. But get revolver bullets picked up, we need to copy get revolver bullets picked up, and we call this get revolver bullets reloaded. This is what we want to project. And I have a small typo here. This one is get pistol bullets reloaded, and then just put it here so it's organized. And then we get not the revolver bullets picked up, but we get revolver bullets reloaded. Or in this case, it's get revolver bullets for reload. No, it's not for reload. Let me see, it's not. Magazine, what is this name? Pistol bullets in magazine. So this one is revolver bullets in magazine. Get revolver bullets in magazine. This is what we want to see. The stack. Compile and save. So let's just rename this, otherwise it's confusing. Get revolver bullets in magazine. So it's the same name like we have in our integer. And this one is called get pistol bullets in magazine as well. So now we have the same naming convention. And then we can see the red one here. This is all regarding our revolver. So this one is the bullets we pick up, the amount every time. This is getting updated. And this one is when we reload, this is the amount projected in our revolver. Good. And then I want to straighten this a little bit, like so. And also this. Good. And then I think we're good to go. one small thing here, the output inside our new macro is not revolver bullet counter, but in this case it's revolver magazine counter, because this is projecting our weight. Yeah, oh, sorry. This one. I need this one. Why is this? Wait, sorry. And I need this one. Sorry. So now it makes sense. Picked up, yes. And this one is in magazine, so this one is called revolver bullets in magazine. This one is called like so. And the picked up is called, of course, revolver bullets picked up. Good. So picked up is here. Let's just control and drag. This is picked up. And this one is the new one. Good. Just clean this one up. Okay. So now we should be good to go. Let's see if this is going to work. So revolver's empty, we can reload. And it's not going to work. Sweet. And I forgot this integer, I forgot this one. Get revolver bullets picked up. This one. Make sure you check everything, every single thing. Make sure. Revolver. This is the one I forgot to change. Revolver bullets picked up. This one. And then we set this one to 6 in this case. This is the maximum. We can reload. Good. Compile and save. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't want to inspect. Now reload is not working. Pistol empty. And yes, change this one as well in your macro. Revolver bullet waste. The pistol is not empty, the revolver is empty. Set this one. Let's do this and this. And set this one to true. And also the revolver is empty right when we start the game. So this means we need to go into the AC and we see the revolver is empty. Yes, because we don't have any bullets when we pick this item up. The revolver, it's empty. Of course it is empty. So set this one to true. Otherwise it's not going to work. And the difference is here for the pistol. On event begin play, you already start with bullets. Right? Wait. So we set this to inventory. Yes, we set this to inventory. And this one, yes. We also didn't set this one to true. This one needs to be set to true. This means when we grab this one, AC inventory, grab item. If this is only happening once in our game, we can only pick up one revolver. We need to get revolver in inventory. Yes. In this case, yes. And let's do, let's move this one so we can see. This one too, so we can see a little better. The revolver, when we pick it up, of course, then the revolver is now inventory. Good, because for our pistol, always make sure that you have all the booleans checked and everything is connected. You need to check every single thing. So for the pistol inventory, we put this in our inventory by default, okay, but not for our revolver. And the revolver is equipped, right? Yes, it is. We are using this boolean. It is equipped. Once we equip it, it is equipped. But let me make sure that... and also, we set this up. Wait, item menu, and then where is it? Here. And it's still not working. Nice. Okay. Okay. Also, make sure that this revolver bullets for reload is 6 by default. Because if it's 0, we have 0 minus the revolver bullets in magazine is also 0, so this one is 0. The for reload is 0, so we're not reloading anything. So make sure this one for reload is, you have this desired number, which is your maximum ammo capacity for your weapon. So you need to set this one here as well. Okay? And then after reload, it will be set to 6 again. This is why our calculation didn't work. Now it's working. Then let's equip, and then... Okay, we can shoot. But the next problem we have is something isn't right here. Our pistol is equipped and in inventory, no. In this case, it is not anymore. So it is false. Then we see is our revolver equipped, and if it's in our inventory. It must be. It must be. So let's print this. If this is true. Equip. Hello. Yes, it is. So until here, everything is good. But so this one is true. Then player can shoot revolver. Is revolver empty? It's not empty. Yeah. We aim and shoot. Yes. So this one is good as well. This one is not triggering. We could already see this, so it's not empty. We could actually shoot. But this one is not really working. Reload. It is. Sorry, I need to equip the weapon. It is working. So the animation, this is the animation for our pitch, up and down movement. It is working. So the problem is here. Barrel. Did we call it barrel? Let me just double check here. Did we call it barrel? No, we didn't. We did call it revolver, which is stupid. Barrel, not revolver. I think this was the problem. I mean, of course it was the problem. It could only be the problem. And still. So we did call it barrel, right? Yes, it is. The socket is called barrel. And then... Yeah, this one is working. Yeah, we can see the line trace. It's fine. But... when we are... Yeah, this one is working as well. I could hear the sound. So the problem lies within our enum notify, because we are using... yes, of course it's not going to work. Because we have new montages for our revolver. This means if I go into the inventory, no, not inventory, sorry, the RE character, animations, in this case it's montage, and we have the montage for pistol, you can see here. We have this enum notify called pistol shoot. You did set up this one with me in the previous episodes. But when I did those, I, of course, forgot those as well. So, heavy is here. Just paste, put it right here, save. This one is the heavy down, paste, put it right there, and this one is heavy up, and paste this one and put it here. Boom. Now you can see this is really heavy. Let's see. And now I think we should be bug free, finally. And equip. Yeah, no, we still have a bug. Okay, so we still, but I know where the bug is. We are not using this function. Wait, where is it? Player can shoot revolver bullet waste. Yes, of course, it's not going to work. Revolver bullet in magazine. This is the one. And then we also set bullets in magazine, but the revolver bullets in magazine. So just control drag. Yeah, let's just drag this one too. Doesn't matter. Now we have this. So now this one is fixed as well. Oops. This one is fixed as well. But now this sound is wrong. Because I didn't update the sound, right? The shooting sound is inside our anim notify. Pistol shoot. Yes, we didn't. We didn't set it up. So yeah, I'm really sorry for this episode. I'm doing a lot of mistakes because I'm not thinking, because I'm tired as hell. This is the reason, but I'm cutting out a lot of stuff. So I will cut out most of it and try to make it really small and really tight, this video. But still, you're going to see my mistakes. So gun SFX, revolver, and this one is the one. Compile and save. Now we are finally bug free, I believe. Now we reload. Now we equip this one. We have the revolver. Yeah. And then when we have no ammo anymore, so when there's no ammunition, let's go into bullet waste. Where is it? Bullet waste, pistol empty. So this one is revolver empty. So if the revolver is empty, revolver not empty. Yeah, this one is right. Yeah. Let me see if we are actually triggering this here. Let me see. So is the revolver empty after we do 4 shots? No, so the problem lies here. We are actually never... Yeah, yes, because it's also pistol. So now you realize like how many integers you have to change. This one is called revolver bullets in magazine. So now you can see like how many integers we need to change. This is going to be a long episode for you, but I think still it's worth it, because now you have a Magnum with all the things you can change. You can basically now change everything from sound to particles to ammo capacity. So yeah, and then no, not inspect this one. Yeah, and then we can equip this one. And then we can pick up more ammo. Like let's do like so, and then maybe shoot. Looks good. And then maybe let's just reload this one as well. Yeah, so we no. Yeah, why was it 2? And this one. Okay, so we still have a bug. This is pretty weird. Why is this 2? This is really weird. So when we reload once, so this one is always right. When we reload once, the calculation is not right. Equip revolver. No, reload. Where's the reload? There. Something isn't right. Bullets for reload is 6. 6 minus. Six minus 0 is 6 minus 0 is 0, is 6. But we picked up 4. 4 is less than 6. Yes, it is. This one magazine is 4 plus revolver bullets picked up. But we need to go this way. This means, why do we have a bug here, dude? Revolver bullets for reload is 6 by default. Revolver bullets in magazine is 0 when we reload first. So this one is still 6. But we only have 4. If 4 is less than 6, so we need to clamp it, right? Because this one is minus 2. Picked up is 4. But the revolver bullets for reload is 6. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2. This is the reason why we have 2 less. We need to clamp this. But we also need to clamp this here. Yeah, we forgot to clamp this. We need to use a clamp integer. So it is this value. It is this value, max. So this one is the value, but it can also be, but it's also the max value. But the minimum value is always 0, so it can never be minus. Let's see. It can never be minus. Did I change it for revolver? Yes. So we need to clamp it. Reload. And then, yes, this was the problem. Good. Yeah. Let me check again. So I have no bullets, I can reload, pick up 4, I can equip. Now I can reload. Yes, I have 6. I cannot. I can reload 1. I can reload 2. And I have 5. Pick up, yeah. And then it should be 3. Then it should be 1. And then it's gone. Yeah, and we need to do the same thing for our pistol reload. So get this clamp and put it here. So this is the value we set, okay? And this can also be the max value, but it will always be this value. So, but just in case, sometimes it could happen that this is minus, so it's below 0, and this is of course screwing up our calculation. So make sure this one is always a minimum of 0. So if this is, for example, minus 1 or minus 2 or minus 3 or minus 4, it will always reset its value to minimum of 0. Good. So let me see if we just try this for our pistol. Bullet counter, let's do 0, so we have no ammo. And we try the same stuff, we just get this one. Why can't we pick it up? Oh, we can. I'm just too stupid. I can reload. And I have this. And let's just try to set this one to yeah, let's go into the blueprint. So inventory, the bullets, open the blueprint. The master item. So we go into the master item and we set this current stack to instances editable here. So now, this one is all good. Now we can change this amount. So this amount is 17. Now let's say we just pick up 10. And then we can just do like so. Reload. And then, okay, and then we have 17. We can reload 11, so this must be 6. Yes. Now 3, yes. Now it's gone. Yes. And then we can just get this. And then we can, this is still correct. We can reload again. Then we can equip. Yeah. And what I need to change, I forgot something else. This is maybe not affecting you, but in the montages, the heavy, this one, the blend in time, when you fire, this should be 0. Yes, it really should be 0, because when you want to have something happening instantly in your montage, the blend in time should be 0. Otherwise, he's blending it and it's smooth, which is sometimes good, but for a firing animation, it's pretty bad. So now this should be like much more intense. Let's see. Equip the revolver. Yeah. Now this is intense. Now we can equip this pistol. We cannot shoot, but we can reload. And then we can reload some more. We still can reload. And we can reload the revolver. And we can reload the revolver again. And we can switch to the revolver. And we can reload. We can use the herbal item. We also can... Oh no, why can't I pick this one up? I think I know why I can't pick this up. Because I need to update the max slots. This is something I need to fix as well. So we need to update the max slots. So every time we consume something or we waste something, the max slot needs to be subtracted by 1. But I already picked up 8 items. This is the reason. So we just need to update the slot count, the maximum slot counter. Okay, so I'm back after a long time, trial and error. So now I found a way. I converted basically the inventory slot, or the inventory slot array we have in our F update, converted this to an integer. So what we need to do, when you have grab item, after destroy actor, so this is about fixing the max pickup stuff. After destroy actor item to pick up, you had a macro here. The macro was called something like max pickup, or something like this. Completely delete this and also delete this max pickup integer you had. You can just delete it, or you can just reuse it, because I made a new one called max pickup. But just make sure that you don't have this one before, or just rename this, so you have only this max pickup integer. Then the macro is removed after destroy actor. Then you put here show inventory, and then you put here f_hide inventory. In the f_hide inventory, you only had remove all widgets. But now, after remove all widgets, set the input mode to game only, get the player controller for this, and also get the player controller and show the mouse cursor, and don't activate this. We don't want to see the mouse cursor. So make sure you update this hide inventory function. Then, when we go back, we had, after colliding items, we had another macro here. Now we build this macro again. So, what we need to do, so just delete this one, this macro you had after colliding items. Just completely get rid of this. And also delete it here, the macro. Because I made a new macro, and this is, you have this add max slots add an F update. WB inventory F update, you have add and max slots. Right click on this one and promote to variable. And then you will get a new integer. Call this integer slot counter. Okay? This value will always count the amount we have in our inventory, the slot amount, not the total amount of bullets, only the slot amount. So this is always like 1, 2, 3, 4, then we use an item, then it's 3, then we use another item, then it's 2, then we pick 2 items up, then it's 4. So this is always this value. Then, after this slot counter, here, get owning player pawn, then get component by class, set this to AC inventory. When you have this, so you just have this, okay, you don't have this as of now. You don't have this as of now. So just do this one. And we need to get something from our AC. What we need to get is an integer value. Call this integer value. Just create a new one or just use the one you already had before. Call this one max pickup. I think you can just use the one you had before because it was just a simple integer. So just get this one here. Get max pickup. Just get this one. And then just, I show you, get max pickup. And then just mark everything, right click and collapse to macro. Okay? When you did that, you are going to have a macro here. Call this one get max pickup. When you go inside this macro, this should look like this. Connect the max pickup just like so. You have like a pin, okay, one pin. Also the max pickup just drag into the input, so you have an input, integer input, and call it max pickup, or it will already be called like this. It's always the name like this. So just drag this and also drag the execution pin. So you have it like this. And then drag here to get an output. Okay? This should look like this. Then just connect this one here, the execution pin, and also the slot counter, connect this one into the input of your macro. Okay? Now we have a connection. So every time this one is our slot counter, we have a live connection to our AC inventory. This means now we can make another macro, and we call this max pick up reached. So just call it max pickup reached. Let me just add a question mark. So you basically do a new one, okay? But this time we take this and we are telling this one max pickup, is this greater? So is this greater than? No, you can just do, is it equal? Or let's do greater equal. Okay, sorry. Let's do just to make sure. Is it either greater or equal 8? Then we cannot pick up anything anymore because we already have 8 items in our inventory. So if it's greater or 8, we cannot pick up. So let me just straighten this and this, compile and save. Then we can just get this one. If it's false, it's not a max pickup, okay? So then we can just pick up. If not, good. So let's just do a print on true. So when we have max pickup, we say, let's call it full, inventory full. Let's just try this. Okay. So 1, 2, just pick up everything. I have 6, 7, 8. Full. Okay, now it's full. We cannot pick up anymore. Okay? It's full. Now if I use it, I can pick it up. I can pick it up again. This is now the correct way. Okay? I know this is quite tedious, this process. Just get rid of this print. But yeah, this is it. So just again, make a max pickup integer. Make it like so. Get the max pickup. If it's greater equal 8, then true and false. Okay. Make sure you have an input, and here true and false is also connected. You only proceed with all this logic if it's false. If it's true, you're not going to do anything. We cannot do anything. We cannot pick up anything. And make sure that you have this integer, this max pickup, connected to your WB inventory. Here, get owning player pawn, get component by class, and get the max pickup from here. And then connect your AC inventory and just get this max pickup, connect it, and create an input here, and also execution, create an input, and also here create an output. Then you just save this macro, and you connect this this value you have here, you connect this one to this. So just boom, okay? And this slot counter, when you're like, oh, how did you get this slot counter? Yeah, I told you, just right click on this add promoter variable. This then will be your slot counter, and you make sure you connect this one, like so. And then you connect it to your macro. And when you have everything like this, you just need to, after destroy actor, just show the inventory, and after this, hide the inventory so we update our value every time we pick something up. Otherwise it's not going to work. We always need to manually open and close our inventory. And then after remove all widgets, make sure that you add this one as well. That you get the player controller and set the input to game only, and we don't, from our player controller, we don't show the mouse cursor. And this is it. So I hope you guys like this one. And yeah, this is it.